Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times when Drag Race queens put their comedic and improvisational skills to the test in challenges. For this list, we're only including American editions of the show. Spoilers ahead.
I know the cameras can't see, but you want to see the crowds watching this. There's 3 million people here watching me today.
Number 10, the Season 9 Roast. In Season 9, the queens get the honor and privilege of skewering longtime regular judge Michelle Visage.
Michelle, we know you for being a kind, patient shero. And gonorrhea clinics know you as Patient Zero.
Taking aim at everything from her music career to her age to her relationship with RuPaul, the queens come for blood, and most of them manage to make Visage laugh. This challenge is full of well-timed, well-intentioned jabs. The episode's winner, Peppermint, is worth the price of admission alone.
Not since Destiny's Child has a Michelle become so famous for riding somebody else's coattail.
Sasha Velour and Valentina also knock it out of the park with their very distinctive and sometimes confusing brands of humor.
Mama RuPaul, you are the shadiest queen, because you let Michelle Visage look so busted on Season 3 and 4. And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
Yes, there were a couple of bombs, but even those are kind of funny in their own unique way.
In honor of your big night, I wore your favorite color, girl.
Number 9, the AllStars 3 Improv Challenge. Guest judge Jeffrey Boyer Chapman stopped by to give the queens a straight man to play off of in a Bachelor-inspired improv challenge.
Can I tell you a little secret?
Please, yes.
I'm still a virgin. Oh, I have a special flower.
Yeah, well, maybe I can take a little sniff later.
Each of the AllStars 3 contestants gets a reality TV archetype to portray as they try to win his heart. Bendela's predatory cougar just wants to feed him.
Are you looking for a woman that's clean, or are you looking for a woman that's dirty? Remember, I already ate this once before.
Trixie Mattel's character is a study in narcissism and insecurity. Kennedy Davenport's party girl is a mess on heels.
We're gonna make a toast to love.
Yes.
And your nice ass.
And then there's the whole subplot about RuPaul trying to steal the guest star for himself. It all comes together in a symphony of campy tomfoolery.
Finally, this is my happily ever after.
Number 8, the AllStars 8 Roast. RuPaul waits until the top 4 to hold a roast on AllStars 8. It turns out to be a great decision, because in other seasons, there's usually a lot of bad sets to cringe through. Here, the focus is on the competition's best and brightest.
Carson, you first entered our hearts on Queer Eye. Then you hosted How to Look Good Naked, which you don't.
Alexis Michelle does a decent job opening the show. Candy Muse brings her usual cutting humor, and Jimbo revives her impeccable Joan Rivers impression.
Now for the woman of the evening. Everybody, let's hear it for Ellen DeGeneres.
But Jessica Wilde's insane reads on panelist and guest of honor Carson Kressley are some of the best ever heard on the show.
Love you so much, Carson. I never wash any of your stuff, but as soon as I get out of here, I'm still not washing it.
Kressley's former Queer Eye co-host and secret celebrity Drag Race contestant Tom Felicia closes out the show in drag, putting the period on the episode's wall-to-wall hilarity.
When we were on Queer Eye, our theme song was All Things Just Keep Getting Better. And when I look at your career, Carson, I just think, do they?
Number 7, the Season 6 Snatch Game. You know it's a great Snatch Game when people still fight over who should have won it.
Rock my body.
Yeah.
Want some money?
Mixing celebrity impressions with improvisation, the challenge usually separates the heavy hitters from the queens who are not long for the season. Season 6 is one of the rare Snatch Games that saw more successes than failures. Bendela Creme's saucy Maggie Smith wins the day, but she is far from the only contender.
I did hear the term Twitter, and I assume that it's some sort of a songbird.
Very close, not a match.
Am I to understand that one yanks one's telephone right out of the wall and carries it with him?
Bianca Del Rio's shrill and enraged Judge Judy is endlessly quotable.
Hey, Your Honor.
Did you forget you were coming to court today dressed like that? You look like a damn roll of Scotch tape.
Well, I thought it was...
Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Adore Delano's spacey Anna Nicole Smith and Darian Lake's folksy body take on Paula Deen are also standouts.
I'm sweating like 2 rats humping in a wool sock right now.
Oh, dear.
And Jocelyn Fox's Teresa Giudice will always make us think twice about how to pronounce cumin.
It's flavored with blank.
Coming.
Oh, you mean cumin.
Coming.
Number 6, the AllStars 7 Roast. When 8 winners returned for a chance at another crown, we knew the stakes would be as high as the talent.
The first time I met Ru, I asked her for an autograph. That handprint still remains on that cave wall today.
So, when the queens were given free rein to roast each other, they took the opportunity and ran with it.
Trinity, my goodness, so kind and compassionate and caring. She even let her last boyfriend down easy. She said, let's just be cousins.
Jinkx Monsoon, Monet Exchange, and the Vivienne are hilarious. But we wouldn't expect anything less.
Well, what an honor it is to be able to close this celebration of horrible, horrible men. It really is the who's who of who was available.
The challenge also sees Trinity the Tuck overcoming a less than stellar track record with roasts.
The first queen I would like to celebrate tonight is Jinkx Monsoon. Jinkx was such an ugly baby. Her birth certificate came with an apology letter from a condom factory.
Jada Essence Hall probably gives what is objectively the worst performance of the bunch, and it's still adorably funny. Cutting but loving, the humor on display here makes for a great time all around.
And the joke after that was that she's a hot mess, but baby, it won't land right now at this moment. That's all right.
Number 5, the AllStars 2 Snatch Game. Fans waited a whole 4 years for a second All-Star season, and it was well worth it.
Are you wearing makeup? Just a little chapstick.
Were there some less than successful impersonations? Yes, there were. But the pros far outweigh the cons here. Alaska makes the raunchy Mae West even more crass.
How's my little chickadee? When I'm good, but when I'm bad, I get a serious venereal disease.
Katya's Bjork takes the eccentric pop star's persona and sends it to another planet.
I love your suit.
Thank you.
It reminds me of the lining of my small intestines.
The biggest surprise, though, is Alyssa Edwards. She missed the mark hard during her Season 5 Snatch Game, but she comes back strong with a very intense Joan Crawford. She's reciting lines from Mommy Dearest, but it sends RuPaul into fits of wheezing laughter just the same.
Wire hangers, Joan?
No wire hangers ever!
Number 4, the first ever RuPaul Roast. Season 5's queens are tasked with roasting the fabulous host herself, RuPaul. These queens tackle the challenge so hard, it's almost like they've forgotten whose name is on that $100,000 check.
RuPaul is so old that her colostomy bag is made of wood.
Alaska opens the show with some hilarious jokes about Ru's age and illustrious career. Jinkx Monsoon and Detox flame Ru and the entire judges panel alongside her.
Michelle's favorite movie in the world is Showgirls. And much like Nomi Malone, she relies on the talents of her black friend.
But the winner of the episode is Coco Montrese.
So I'm flipping through the channel, I say, you see Ru? Ru on TV.
She steals the night by coming out as Ru's fictional cousin and blasting the host for those workroom looks. RuPaul is in stitches the whole time.
Girl, you look like the black Pee Wee Herman. Pants so high. He looked like he in New Orleans and Hurricane Katrina, girl.
Number 3, the Season 6 Stand-Up Challenge. The cast is shocked to learn that they'll be performing a stand-up set in front of an audience full of elderly people. Some of them handle it better than others.
I am so excited to see the cast of Cocoon is here.
Bianca Del Rio, a seasoned comedian, is a pro on that stage. Darian Lake serves up some self-deprecating humor with jokes about her upbringing and her weight getting some big laughs.
At the gym, I'm like a ninja. You will never see me there.
Trinity K. Bonet bounces back from a few weeks of lower placements with a routine worthy of its own special.
The only way we had the opportunity to eat was my mother would read us recipes from a cookbook. And oh, how I got full many nights off of the roast beef on page 27.
Here's the thing about this one. Even the flops are iconic. Laganja Estrange's jokes are mean and lacking in any sense of timing or cleverness, but that's its own reward.
Yo, I am just flying as high as your receding hairline, okay?
Number 2, the Season 13 Roast. It may be the Miss Congeniality roast, but things are far from nice.
I know that Drag Race is the Olympics of drag, and baby, you the stadium.
Candy Muse and Olivia Lux come through with some genuinely hilarious jokes about RuPaul's age.
Mama Ru is so old, she signed the Declaration of Independence as parent/guardian.
Rosé and Got Mick go after her music career.
I am such a huge fan of you and your work and all of your hit song.
All in all, it's a phenomenal showing from most of the cast. In the midst of a stellar roast, though, Utica Queen goes for some pretty risky jokes. Some of them land, but only because the judging panel reads her right back. We all remember where we were the moment guest judge Lonnie Love delivered the funniest read of the night.
It's just as hard to swallow as Lonnie Love's comedy career.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The AllStars 4 roast. Lady Bunny had the meanest funeral of all time.
She was often called the Beyonce of drag, not because she was rich and beautiful or famous, but because she looked like she was carrying twins.
The season 14 roast. They bombed the Snatch Game, but turned up the heat at the roast.
I think what I love most about the cast is the diversity. We have Bosco, who looks like the child of Kurt and Courtney. Daya, who looks like the child of Ozzy and Sharon. And we have Camden, who looks like the child of a brother and sister.
The AllStars 7 Improv Challenge. The All Winners cast put some stank on classic fairy tale characters.
They are breadcrumbs.
Why are you throwing crumbs on the courtroom floor?
Because I'm Hansel and Gretel, it's true to my character. I am Hansel and Gretel.
You're both?
I am both.
The Season 7 Comedy Challenge. The awards were fake, but the laughter was real.
Thank you to all my fellow horrible drag queens. I hope you all burn in hell. And I mean it.
The Season 13 Snatch Game. Paris Hilton switches voices, and Harriet Tubman gets her Jennifers mixed up.
You know the white people, they always think they can do every goddamn thing, so let her go.
Well, Jennifer Lewis is not white.
Jennifer Lewis! Yeah. Not Jennifer Lawrence.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the AllStars 7 Snatch Game. 8 winners, 16 characters, and countless laughs. The All Winners edition of Snatch Game is by far the funniest laugh-a-minute challenge in the entire franchise.
People call me the devil, Satan, Michelle Visage.
Everyone stepped it up.
It's so wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to be anywhere, really.
Yes.
You know, I've been dead for quite some time.
There's not enough to say about Jinkx Monsoon's transformative Judy Garland impersonation. Still, Trinity the Tuck's Leslie Jordan is a huge standout.
Do you know what a bodega is?
I've shopped at many bodegas.
What were you buying?
A condom. I used it as a raincoat.
Then there's Raja's ingenious mimicry of iconic puppet Madam and Vogue editor Deanna Vreeland.
What inspires you now?
Purple mittens.
Everywhere you look, something utterly insane is happening. The whole thing is a drag race version of the Try Not to Laugh challenge. Good luck.
So many boys in the boogie down Bronx. That's
maybe?
really the alliteration.
Baby, that's not all I could alliterate.
What drag race comedy challenge still lives in your head rent-free? Tell us in the comments.
Alyssa, we're in the company of some amazing queens tonight.
Where?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.